was a warm Friday morning. Thousands of people filled the streets. They were waiting for the president. Children waved American flags. Families smiled. Everything seemed perfectly ordinary. There were no signs of danger, no warnings, no reason to believe. Within moments, one of the most significant events in American history would unfold. From the streets below, everything looked peaceful, but high above the crowd, one window overlooked the entire route. No one paid attention to it, yet within moments, the whole world would. According to the official investigation, the shots were fired from the 6th floor of the Texas Schoolbook Depository. The man accused of pulling the trigger was Harvey Oswald. According to the official investigation, the shots were fired from the 6th floor. Oswald insisted he had not killed the president. He claimed he was only a patsy. Those 3 words would become some of the most debated words in American history. Was Oswald telling the truth, or was he trying to save himself? The official investigation presented a clear conclusion. 3 shots, 1 gunman, 1 rifle, 1 story. But was it really that simple? 3 empty cartridge cases were found near the window, the same window overlooking Dealey Plaza. From there, the president's motorcade was clearly visible. The first shot missed the president. Exactly where it landed remains uncertain, but investigators agreed it did not strike its intended target. According to the Warren Commission, the second bullet passed through President Kennedy before striking Governor John Connally. This explanation became known as the single bullet theory. Supporters argue the positions of both men make the trajectory physically possible. Critics disagree. They believe the evidence raises additional questions. For many people, the investigation was over. Harvey Oswald had been identified as the gunman. The weapon had been recovered, evidence had been collected, and the official investigation presented its conclusions. But for millions of others, the story did not end there. Instead, it became the beginning of one of the longest debates in modern history. More than 60 years have passed, yet people around the world still ask the same questions. Could one man really have changed history in less than 10 seconds? Or was there something that investigators never discovered? These questions have inspired countless books, thousands of documentaries, and decades of public debate. Some researchers believe the evidence supports the official conclusion. Others argue that important questions remain unanswered. One of the most discussed issues has always been the trajectory of the bullets. Supporters of the official investigation say the physical evidence matches the reconstruction. Critics point to details they believe deserve further examination. The same is true for witness testimony. Some witnesses remembered hearing 3 shots. Others believed there were more. Human memory, especially during moments of extreme fear, is rarely perfect, and because of that, witness accounts did not always agree. Another source of debate was the investigation itself. In 1964, the Warren Commission concluded that Harvey Oswald acted alone. Years later, the House Select Committee on Assassinations reviewed much of the available evidence. It agreed that Oswald fired the shots, but it also suggested, based in part on acoustic evidence available at the time, that the possibility of a second gunman could not be completely ruled out. That acoustic evidence was later challenged by other experts. As a result, historians and researchers still debate its reliability. Over the decades, millions of pages of government records have been released. Each new document helped historians better understand how the investigation unfolded, but none of them provided a single answer accepted by everyone. Perhaps that is why this case has never truly faded from history. It is not only the death of a president, it is also a reminder that history does not always leave us with certainty. Some people believe the case was solved decades ago. Others remain unconvinced. History remembers the events, people remember the questions, and perhaps that is why more than 60 years later, the assassination of John F. Kennedy continues to fascinate the entire world. At Hidden Theory, we don't tell you what to believe. We examine the evidence, explore the facts, and ask the questions that history still leaves unanswered. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next story.